Sometimes we just suck at Counter-Strike 2. There's no other way to put it. There is just days and games that we play where it feels like we have no hands, no ability to hold the mouse. And today I'm going to teach you everything that you need to do in order to give value, to find impact so that your team can still come out on top no matter how badly you are performing in the fragging department. Today, you're going to learn lots of good tips and tricks. I'm excited to help you learn and help you find impact in these moments. Because unfortunately, guys, not every single day can we play at our S tier level. Even with 16,000 hours, there's some days where I just think I'm a silver 1. And a lot of you guys that watch on my YouTube and TikTok and Twitch streams let me know that every single day. So we're going to find value. We're going to find impact. We're going to be the best teammate possible. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. The first way that you can actually help your team out when this is happening to you is to stop drawing attention to how bad you are playing in a negative way. Guys, you know how frustrating it is when, maybe I'm 10-2. I have 10 kills and 2 deaths, and my teammate's at like 0-4 or 0-5, right? And he's sitting there and just going, "Oh, dude, I just can't do anything. They just delete me. There's nothing I can do." Bro, it just takes the energy out of me when I have a teammate doing that. You guys got to realize how detrimental it is to start sitting there and whining about how bad you are playing, because maybe I wasn't even focused on that. Maybe I wasn't even paying attention to that because you were doing good things. Like, maybe you're providing space for me or something. But then the second you start complaining about how bad you are, saying that and putting that out there, now I sit there and I'm like, "Oh, bro, this guy does suck. He's frustrating me now. Like, he's getting in my head." So don't get in your teammate's head by bringing that bad energy, that bad mental when they are performing well, because it is ultimately going to spread like a virus, guys. It's going to be so bad. It spreads like a disease and infects the entire team. It's something that's plagued me and my pugs, right? I've been on the receiving end of it. I've also been the one doing it. And also in a team environment, for those of you playing like ESEA League and such, it's so detrimental to improvement. I'm going to give you guys some more tips on how to find impact even when you're not performing. But first, let me show you how to get some juicy skins that you can drop 0 kills with.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, the next thing that you can actually do to help your team outside of the energy and vibes that you can provide is by actually creating space. We briefly mentioned it earlier. It doesn't matter if you have 0 kills. If you can just be a body that helps the players on your team get space and entry in, you are going to be doing your job, right? So here on like Mirage, maybe it's like, "Hey guys, we're going to rush B and you have this front spawn here. Awesome. Don't think about getting kills, right? Don't think about getting kills. Don't try to stress yourself out with that. Tell your teammates, "Hey boys, I'm going to run out for you. I need you to trade me." Awesome. You're going to go sprint out through B apps here, get aggressive, make that space for them, because you doing this is going to help them get frags. So many times when we are playing bad, we're 0-5 starting, 0-6. What does our brain tell us? Our brain tells us, "I just need to get a kill." So what do? You focus so hard on trying to get that one frag, trying to get that one kill. And it ultimately just ends up consuming you. And what do a lot of bad players start doing? They start baiting their teammates. They start making other people do the work that they should be doing. Think about it for a second, just like statistically. If we are having a player that's underperforming and we are having a player that's overperforming, feeling really good, hitting every shot, hitting no shots down here, why would we not want to use the player that's hitting no shots to go in and do that? You have to be able to put your ego aside. If you can put your ego aside and just do the dirty work, do the hard job, you're actually going to be surprised, because when you free yourself of this kill mindset and you just sit there and actually do what you know you should be doing, you're actually going to get more kills. It's crazy, guys, how that works. Because when you sit there and bait and do all these things, one, your teammates are going to get less kills. They're not going to be able to, help you out, because when your teammates are getting kills, it helps you in a way, because now there's less enemies that have to cover more area, so that hence the kills being easier, right? But also, guys, it's just like all around, you get rid of this burden that's on your mind, and it just frees you. You're no longer using this in your decision making, and your decision making becomes a lot more clear. Another thing that you guys can do when you are having a bad game, this is very simple, this is very basic, is just give the weapons, give the S tier weapons to the players that are actually shooting back. So on CT side, right, when we're playing CT, if you pick up an AK, you know, sauce that to your boy that's fragging out, because right now his aim is really sharp, his aim is really good. Let him just rip the heads off of the opponents with that AK, and then you go ahead and take an M4. When you guys are on a little bit worse of a buy, yeah, go ahead and drop your teammate the M4 and get an MP9 or something from him, right? Like, you got to make these sacrifices. Your teammates are not going to care if you're not fragging as much when you're actually being a good teammate in this way. And ultimately, you're just going to help out people so much. Now, another thing that you can do is actually, when you notice that you're not performing well and playing pretty bad in a pug environment, ask to play the least impactful spot. So like on Mirage, I'd be like, hey guys, can I play B on CT side? Because then, you know, this actually is an impact. Every spot on the map is impactful, right? Depending also the opponents that you're playing. But when you play like a position like B Mirage, your job is mostly to delay. So you could actually just sit here and jump spot if you wanted. Boom, we can jump spot, do our thing. Cool. Oh, we take contact, we drop the smoke down, and we run away. It doesn't matter how bad you're playing, you can do that, right? And the point being, when you can play a position where you don't have to necessarily think about kills as much, like when you're opping or you're the cat player or con player, you kind of have to think about kills a little bit more. When you're in this anchor position, you can actually just relax a little bit and do a job for your team that's you know, not the most glamorous, not the job that everybody wants to do. So it's so unbelievably important. I love like utilizing that. I'm an opper, but in a pug, if I notice somebody else is opping really well on my team, I'll be like, hey bro, you know, you go up window now. Like I'm having a pretty bad game, you're farming, go free yourself up, and I'm going to tie myself down and do the hard work for my team, right? 100% like something you can do. Going back into the baiting thing on CT side, you could bait for your teammates. You do bait setups. So boost the guy up here into, you know, this position and sit here and bait for him, right? Boom, do that. On pistol round, if like you started the T, say you played T side and you're like 3 and 9 or something, right? Horrible half. Well, cool. Instead of trying to get it all back in one round, what you could do is say, hey, can we run a pistol where you hide under balc and I play under here with you and play a little more aggressive? Well, they come out a ramp, boom, maybe you get a kill, right? Maybe you're doing anything, but eventually you die. What's the T side saying? Oh guys, under balc is dead, under balc's dead. And then they keep running through here, and cool, now your teammate that was hiding under here, freest kills of his life, right? So easy, so effective for him. You can provide value and impact through that way. It's amazing. Now, the last thing I want to wrap up with here is actually the most important thing. So you know, make sure for those of you that are watching to the end of these videos, there's always some good information at the end. Make sure that you never drop off in comms if possible. I don't care if you literally are playing without a mouse. I don't care if you're playing on a trackpad. Your communication never has to fall off. No matter how bad you're playing, how horribly, you know, your performance is statistically, your communication and that intangible of the game does not have to fall. You can still be a great teammate, and you don't have to overcompensate. Please do not overcompensate when you're having a bad game by just talking and talking and talking, right? Like, I like to yap, you guys know me, especially those of you that are been watching my streams, you see it all the time. But man, dude, do not overcompensate, but like provide that value. Say, hey, 2 guys here, there's 3A, right? When you're dead, look at your radar a lot. Oh dude, you know, cycle through the players. Yo, we just spotted 2 guys in BFs. Hey, 3 guys are scaling out mid, right? Provide those comms, provide that energy. Hey, bombs planted triple, bombs here. You know, green's planning for you here, right? If you just provide these supporting comms and don't backseat game, but provide that information to your team, you're at least having some sort of value in that way, which is, again, just so important to ranking up, becoming a better player. Everyone is so obsessed with the amount of kills they're getting, how good their aim is. If you can train these kind of intangible ways of the game, you are going to have a higher floor, right? Your ceiling, you know, is going to be where it is. You're going to keep pushing it through your mechanics, training, all this stuff, but your floor is going to raise because you don't just completely drop off a cliff when you can't shoot back. You have more ways to help your team. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this. I'm going to be in Austin for the Blast Major by the time you see this video. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to all the subs on Twitch, all the subs here on YouTube. We just hit 30K. You guys that are members of the channel, I appreciate you so much. You guys are amazing. Special shout out to you guys. So if you want your own special shout out, hit that membership button. There's 2 different tiers you can choose from. Appreciate all of you. If you want something free, join that Discord or the Face It Club down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Peace out.